The Reserve Bank has cut interest rates for the second month in a row, reflecting growing concerns about the global economy. The average home borrower will save around $600 a year. But falling rates are not such good news for retired people living off their savings. Here's Chief Political Correspondent Mark Simpkin.
In markets like Melbourne, property prices are falling.
At $343,000 in front.
Although this apartment's going...
At $343,000.
Going...
Are you all finished? Are you all silent? Are you all done?
Gone.
Property sold.
The lucky buyer's Eleanor King. The RBA has given her a housewarming present, assuming her bank passes it on.
Now that apparently they could be going down, well then I'll just have more money to spend every week.
Someone with an average mortgage will save $11 a week, $570 a year.
Today's interest rate cut will be welcomed by Australian families and businesses that work hard to make our economy strong.
RBA cuts 25.
The 25 basis point cut follows last month's supersized reduction. The official rate is now just 3.5%. It's a dramatic change from where rates were decades ago. The GFC was the low point, but rates are starting to approach those levels again.
It's a win for households, and it's a dividend of returning our budget to surplus.
An opposition double act disputes that.
This is much more a reflection of weak economic conditions than it is of strong economic management.
The Reserve Bank in its statement did not make any mention of the government's budgetary position.
In his statement, the governor said the decision reflected modest domestic growth and a weaker and more uncertain international environment.
I think the announcement today from the Reserve Bank gives Australians confidence that the Reserve Bank has further room to move.
Labor's banking on that. He wants economic management in general, and lower rates in particular, to be key parts of its re-election strategy. It's a delicate balance, given that lower rates reflect higher risks.
Ultimately, where rates end up in this cycle will largely be a function of how poor the situation in Europe is, how much it spills over to China and the rest of the world, and you have to think that the cash rate is heading back down to at least the historic low of 3%.
That's the official rate. The retail banks are unlikely to be so generous. Mark Simpkin, ABC News, Canberra.